welcome to another Division 2 video. Yes, in this video I'm gonna talk about everything skill related in the Division. I'm a huge skill veteran and tactician player since the Division 1, and I was testing around quite a lot in the Division 2 as well. And yeah, to say it right away, I think they did a really good job all in all. So the new skills are quite fun to use, to be honest, and the modding system is really interesting as well. But I think they need to do a couple changes to make them more viable, because at the moment it seems a little bit unbalanced in my opinion. And yes, in this video I will discuss the current state and all the changes I would recommend to do with skills in general in the Division 2. So let's get right into it. As you can see, the overview. So my main issues at the moment is that not having skill power at the moment, you get a too big of a benefit in my opinion. Especially in PvP, can be really annoying. Just imagine or have in mind the drones in skirmish and stuff like this. So you get really strong skills without having anything into skill power at all. Then the second point is related to the first one. Benefit having all into skill power on the opposite hand is too low. So you have longer cooldowns as an example than without any skill power. Sometimes a little bit stronger skills, but all in all I think it's just unbalanced. That's the second thing. And the third one, the handling is still pretty clunky, so the change between weapon and skills and stuff like this takes a really long time. I don't know if they're gonna change this, so I will not talk too much about this in this video. On the next page you can see the weapon and gear talents. For sure there are at the moment really strong weapon and gear talents as well. You can see them on the screen now in the back, so just pause the video if you're interested in the detail. I'm not gonna talk about too much about this. I think this is really nice, and I just have the concern that at least one of them, rooted, doesn't work in the game at the moment. I was testing around quite a lot, and yeah, I couldn't see the sign from this talent. And I guess it doesn't work at the moment. And yeah, the other concern I have just about these skills or the talents is the duration. So mainly you get a buff for 10 seconds, and because of the cooldown is such huge long on many skills, this is just not really viable at the moment. That's it for the talent and the gear and weapon talent stuff for the moment. So let's get right into the next area. In the background you can see the video I did to make this list and list them up and see the changes. And yes, as you can see, I tested it out with 0 skill power and had a look at all skills on the duration and the damage mainly, and then I compared it with 10,500 skill power and compared it and had a look at the changes. And these changes you can see on the next slides that will come right here. So here you have an overview over all skills with 0 skill power, and on the next chart with 10,500 skill power. And all the negative stats you see in red, so the things that get worse if you have more skill power, and in green the ones that get improved if you have high skill power. And yeah, this is in my opinion really unbalanced. So why you should have higher skill cooldowns when you have high skill power? I can't get it. I just can't get it. Really no. And yeah, I think the system it's pretty cool at the moment in my opinion. So the modding system to increase the usability of the skills, I don't think they should change it, but 2 things that should change in my opinion. So first of all, you should get shorter cooldowns if you have high skill power. So these things should be skill power related in my opinion in the future. And the second thing I would recommend to do in the future, and yeah, the second thing I think they should change is that the skills are somehow locked behind a certain skill power amount, so that you can just get some skills if you reach a certain amount of skill power. Because yeah, it's just to avoid some things, especially in PvP, not mainly in PvE. But in PvP that you can't have 0 skill power and you have a pretty annoying and strong drone, for example. Just for one example. And yeah, my suggestion you see now in the background, I listed it up. So which tiers you should have, how much skill power you should have to unlock certain skills. And in my personal experience, for me personally, I do really like PvP sometimes to play, especially skirmish is quite a lot of fun, to be honest. But yeah, with less skills, it's more enjoyable for me personally. I played it in the beta as well, and for me personally, the beta was much more fun to play skirmish because you had less skills to use. So that's an advantage in my opinion. But if you spec into skill power and skills, then you should get really strong skills as well. So I'm not a fan of one-shot seeker mines, for sure not. But if you compare it at the moment with sniper builds, so as an example, you can have a really high damage sniper build and a really tanky as well at the same time. But if you spec everything into skill power, you get pretty weak skills in both scenarios, PvE and PvP at the moment, and that's one issue at the moment. And yeah, on the other hand side, you're pretty squishy as well, PvE and PvP, and this should not be the case. So yes, I think if you have a skill build, a strong one, you should be able to deplete the armor of an opponent in PvP as well, and you should have a really strong skill build or a really strong build in PvE as well. So that's why you can see my suggestions in the back, and this is mainly based as well on my PvP experience at the moment. So the strongest skills there, or the most annoying one, let's say it like this, without having anything into skills, are definitely the drone, the assault one, and the shield. So, and these factors should be changed in my opinion. And yes, to sum it up, so all in all, I think if you have more skill power, you should get shorter cooldowns, first of all, and you should get stronger skills as well. And as I said, you should get a cap to unlock certain skills. Because yeah, as I said, for me personally, more fun to play PvP with less skills. And if you have skill power, you should get really strong ones. The last one you saw on the top, on the suggested change slide, the improved handling to have a smoother experience would be really nice for sure, but honestly I think they don't gonna change that much about this one here, but yeah, it would be nice to have. So that's it for this video. I hope really it was useful for you as well and you enjoyed the video. I'm really interested to hear your opinion about the skills at the moment, so let me know down in the comment section. Would really appreciate it. Leave a thumbs up and a comment down below, and positive feedback helps me a ton. Thanks a lot for watching, thanks a lot for listening. Have a great day, happy farming, see you in the next one, take care and bye bye.